Autopsy report just in from the Los Angeles Medical Examiner's Office reveals that Friends star Matthew Perry died as a result of, quote, acute effects of ketamine and subsequent drowning.
We all wish we could live forever sometimes, right? Well, sadly, that can never be the case. This year, fans have already had to say goodbye to some well-known figures in Hollywood and beyond. Following the sad and surprising deaths of several stars in 2023, including Matthew Perry, Tina Turner, Andre Braugher, Suzanne Summers, and Lisa Marie Presley, we are once again paying our respects to entertainers and other noteworthy personalities this year. Keep watching as we delve into a list of 20 celebrities who has left us in 2024 so far. Number 20, O.J. Simpson. And then there was O.J. Simpson. In Las Vegas, Nevada, he was laid to rest on April 10, 2024. The man's age was 76. There were two sides to Simpson's life story. His outstanding play as a running back for the Buffalo Bills and the NFL brought him widespread renown. Throughout his 11-year career, he amassed a plethora of honors, solidifying his status as one of the all-time best running backs. The 1994 killings of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman, who was a friend of hers, cast a long shadow over his career accomplishments. His acquittal came after a second trial that drew attention from around the world and shed light on the country's racial divide. The trial ran from January to October 1995. After hanging up his cleats in 1979, Simpson went on to star in films, provide sports analysis, and endorse various products. Number 19. Toby Kempis. In the comfort of his family at his Oklahoma home, country music legend Toby Keith died on February 5, 2024. At the age of 62, the cherished musician passed away. After coming forward about his illness with stomach cancer in June 2022, he died after a courageous battle. In his battle against the disease, Keith endured radiation, chemotherapy, in addition to surgery. The likes of Shoulder to Shoulder and Shoulder to Shoulder propelled Keith to stardom in the 90s, when his strong vocals and patriotic songs were all the rage. His other notable television appearances include the 1994 debut of The Power of the First and the Gun, on which he performed. Among Kempis's many successful albums is one that features songs from his youth. He also plays guitar and sings backup vocals. Keith, better known for his album cover and the U.S. hit Prove It Right, is both a getting old man and a former favorite of his. His songs are usually priced to hit. His career was defined by a steady stream of hit songs that propelled him to country radio stardom and a slew of accolades. Keith maintained a massive following and widespread acclaim despite heated debates regarding the political overtones in his music. Near the end of his career in 2023, he gave a moving performance of Don't Let the Old Man End at the People's Choice Country Awards. Number 18. Chita Rivera. The renowned performer who enchanted audiences for more than 7 decades, a dancer, singer, and actress, died on January 30th at the age of 91. She passed away in the Big Apple following a short illness. She spent a lot of time dancing, perfecting her ballet, flamenco, and tap techniques. Thanks to her hard work and natural skill, she made it on Broadway in the 50s. The 1957 smash hit musical West Side Story was Rivera's big break. She went on to star in a number of critically acclaimed productions, including 1975's Chicago, in which she played the refined Velma Kelly and won one of her 2 Tony Awards, and subsequent roles ranging from the raging Anita. Plays like 2015's The Visit, in which she dabbled in drama, captivated audiences even more. 2 Tonys, 2 drama desks, and a special Tony for Lifetime Achievement in Theater are among her many honors. Even though the stage is less full after Chita Rivera's death, her unforgettable performances and legacy will live on in the hearts of fans and aspiring artists alike. Number 17. David Soul. David Soul, an American-British actor who captivated viewers for half a century as beloved TV characters like Detective Kenneth Hutch Hutchinson on Starsky and Hutch, had an extraordinary existence. After failing to land roles in hit series like Flipper, Star Trek, and I Dream of Genius, David finally broke through in 1968 as the series' protagonist in the comedic western Here Come the Brides. He became famous all over the world, though, for his role as the calm Hutch in Starsky Hutch, which paired him with Paul Michael Glazer's impulsive Starsky. The irresistible chemistry between the stars, the exciting plot points, and the memorable theme song contributed to the show's meteoric rise to fame. Soul was more than just a TV personality. He was also a hit in the cinema, with his 1973 role in Clint Eastwood's Magnum Force being the most famous. Before and after Starsky Hutch, he dabbled in music, penning hits like Silver Lady and Don't Give Up on Us Baby, which brought him some success. Acting was Soul's mainstay, and she kept busy with parts in TV movies, miniseries, and theatrical plays. Later in life, he continued to perform, and he even had a cameo with Glazer in the 2004 picture Starsky and Hutch. At the age of 80, David Soul died on January 4, 2024. Number 16. Adan Canto. This prolific and gifted Mexican-American actor died on January 8, 2024, at the age of 42. After a struggle with appendiceal cancer, he passed away. Canto's path to becoming an artist started long before she was born. Abandoning his home at the age of 16, he embarked on a musical journey that brought him great fame in San Antonio and Mexico City. Even in Mexico, he was involved with the world of film and television scoring and composition. In spite of this, he was talented in more than just music. His career in commercials and acting resulted in a Mexican television series called Canto, catapulted to fame in 2013 on American television thanks to his appearance in the Fox series The Following. Success followed with guest spots on critically acclaimed series like Blood Oil and Narcos. Acting as Aaron Shore, the White House Chief of Staff on the ABC political thriller Designated Survivor, was his breakout role. His major part in the Fox series, The Cleaning Lady, continued to impress until his tragic death. Canto was much more than a TV performer. Hollywood blockbusters like X-Men, Days of Future Past, allowed him to display his versatility. Even at the short film level, he dabbled, penning and directing works like the festival-acclaimed The Shot. Number 15. Kenneth Mitchell. Mitchell died peacefully on February 24th in Los Angeles, California. He was 49 years old. The cause of death was amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, which Mitchell had bravely battled for more than 5.5 years. Mitchell was most known for his appearances in the iconic sci-fi series Star Trek Discovery, where he played several Klingons, and the Marvel Cinematic Universe film Captain Marvel, where he played Carol Danvers' father, Joseph. He also appeared in the television series Jericho and the sports biography Miracle, both of which focused on Al S.'s progressive obstacles. Mitchell was remembered by his family and colleagues for his unyielding enthusiasm and determination to live life to the fullest. Number 14. Richard Lewis. Actor, writer, and stand-up comic Richard Philip Lewis was born in the United States. As a dark, neurotic, and self-deprecating comedian, Lewis rose to fame in the 80s. Lewis worked for more than 50 years. His late-night chat shows were staples, and he had starring roles in several of his own comedies, including Anything But Love and The Last of Us. From 1989 to 1992, he was also very famous. Additionally, from 2000 until 2024, he played a fictionalized version of himself on Larry David's HBO sitcom Curb Your Enthusiasm. Friends and colleagues in the entertainment business were quick to pay tribute to Lewis, praising his hilarious talent and enduring impact. Among them were Curb Your Enthusiasm co-star Cheryl Hines and creator Larry David. Temple of Aaron Cemetery in Roseville, Minnesota is where Lewis was laid to rest after a memorial service. Number 13. Garrison Brown. The murder of Garrison Brown, son of long-standing sister wives cast members Janelle and Cody, in their Flagstaff, Arizona home in March, was a devastating blow to the show's cast and crew. The official cause of death was determined to be suicide by gunshot wound in May by the Coconino County Medical Examiner. His brother Gabriel reported the event, and the authorities later found Garrison dead. Unfortunately, information about Garrison's mental state before his death remains unknown, even though the investigation did not find any indications of foul play. Garrison, a 25-year-old family man, made guest appearances on Sister Wives every so often. Both his family and the show's fan base were devastated by his untimely demise. To try to stop future tragedies like this one, his parents and siblings spoke out about mental health awareness thereafter. Number 12. Adam Harrison. Adam Harrison was pronounced dead in the guest house he was living in on the afternoon of January 19th, according to a police report that was obtained by USA Today on January 26. The report said that the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department was the agency that made the announcement. The discovery of him came about as a result of another resident's anxiety that he had not been seen since January 17th. In response to the landlord's discovery that he was unresponsive, the landlord contacted the authorities. A month after his death in a Las Vegas residence, the cause of death for Adam Harrison, the son of Pawn Stars creator and star Rick Harrison, has been made public. Adam Harrison would have been the son of Rick Harrison. Fentanyl and methamphetamine intoxication were the causes of death for the 39-year-old individual, according to a public information officer from Clark County, Nevada, who confirmed the news in an email sent to USA Today on Thursday. The result of the investigation conducted by the Clark County Office of the Coroner Medical Examiner was that the cause of death was judged to be accidental. Number 11. Carl Weathers. Los Angeles, California resident and veteran actor Carl Weathers died on February 2, 2024. A 76-year-old man he was. A diagnosis of atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, a type of heart disease, was made public 1 week after the death. An extraordinary life was lived by Weathers, according to a statement published by his family. Both the large and small screens were lucky to have Weathers's multi-talented performances. His breakout role occurred in the first 4 Rocky films, 1976-1985, where he played the charismatic boxer Apollo Creed, who had a rocky relationship with Rocky Balboa. Some of Weathers's most notable cinematic roles were in Predator. He voiced Combat Carl in the Toy Story films, appeared in the 1987 comedy Happy Gilmore with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and had a number of other small roles. Arrested Development, a smash successful television series, even included him playing a fictitious version of himself. Number 10. Tony Ganios. Unexpectedly, veteran actor Tony Ganios passed away on February 18, 2024. He was most famous for his portrayal of tough character Meat Tuparello in the cult classic comedy Porky's and its sequels. A 64-year-old man he was. The actor had emergency surgery the day before to treat a spinal cord infection, as confirmed by Ganios' fiancée Amanda Serrano Ganios, who took to social media to spread the word. The operation was a success, but the next morning Ganios had a heart arrest. A New York hospital was the site of the incident. Ganios, who was born on October 21, 1959, made his cinematic debut in 1979's The Wanderers, and went on to appear in 1981's Porky's as the legendary Meat. Despite its contentious nature, the film became a cult classic and prompted sequels starring Ganios. After the early 1990s, Ganios semi-retired from acting, but did make cameos in a few films, most notably Rising Sun with Sean Connery. Number 9. Peter Crombie. The American actor who became famous playing the quirky role of Crazy on January 10th at the age of 71, Joe Davola, star of the popular series Seinfeld, went away. Crombie, who was born in Chicago in 1952, had a long and successful career in cinema and television. Notable films in which he appeared include C7N, My Dog Skip, and the 1988 version of The Blob. But his iconic performance as Joe Davola on Seinfeld truly set him apart from the rest of mainstream culture. A writer who despises Jerry Seinfeld to the core, Davola won over audiences with his wacky actions and unstable demeanor. Crombie was a standout addition to the show's outstanding cast as Davola thanks to his spot-on comedic timing and dedication to the role. Although Crombie is best known for his performance as Davola, he had a fruitful career apart from Seinfeld. Prior to their divorce, he was wed to actress Nadine. According to news sources, he passed away after a brief illness, but details about his cause of death are still being kept confidential. Number 8. Alec Musser. American actor and fitness model Alec Musser, whose mesmerizing physical presence and appearances on soap operas brought him great fame, died at his home in Del Mar, California on January 12th. His age was 50. Tragically, Musser was determined to have committed himself by shooting himself. Musser began her career as a seasonal lifeguard after being born in New York City in 1973. He landed his first modeling job at Abercrombie & Fitch when a modeling agency saw his amazing physique. After that, he modeled for well-known labels, including Gianfranco Fair, GQ, Cosmopolitan, Men's Health, Speedo, and Target. Musser got his start in the acting world while still modeling, when he started booking national commercials. After landing a position on the 2004 reality show I Want to Be a Soap Star, he went on to star in a prominent role on the long-running soap opera All My Children. Musser was a perfect match for the soap opera industry, thanks to his charisma and experience. Number 7. Gary Graham. On January 22, 2024, at the age of 73, a well-respected character actor who had appeared in a number of Star Trek shows passed away. According to the cause of death report, the individual had a cardiac arrest. Graham was not only a well-known figure in the Star Trek world, but he also had a successful career that spanned several decades. He made guest appearances on a singular episode of a great number of well-known television programs, such as Starsky Incredible Hulk and MASH. His ability to play a diverse spectrum of characters, from comic and likable to dramatic and serious, earned him a reputation for being a versatile actor. On the other hand, it is highly probable that his enduring legacy will be established by his participation in the numerous Star Trek spin-offs. One of his most notable roles was that of Vulcan Ambassador Soval, which he played on Star Trek Enterprise during multiple episodes. In addition, he appeared in Star Trek Voyager for a short period of time. A vacuum has been left in the acting community as a result of Gary Graham's demise. His extended career, his flexibility as an actor, and the contributions he made to the great Star Trek legacy will be the things that people remember most about him thereafter. Number 6. Chris Gauthier. On February 23, 2024, the Canadian actor Chris Gauthier, who was well known for his roles in television series such as Once Upon a Time and Eureka, went away abruptly. He had reached the age of 48. Before he passed away unexpectedly, the actor, who was born in England and lived in Vancouver, waged a brief battle against an illness. However, accolades flowed in from Gauthier's reps and colleagues who recalled him as a superb character actor and a lovely person. The reason of death was not stated, but tributes were pouring in. Gauthier's wife, Erin, and their children are the only ones who will remember him. Number 5. Steve Lawrence. Steve had a successful music career in the late 1950s and early 1960s, with hits like Party Doll, Pretty Blue Eyes, and Go Away Little Girl. He also made appearances in various TV shows and films, including The Blues Brothers and The Nanny. Additionally, Steve starred in Broadway musicals like What Makes Sammy Run and Golden Rainbow. He was a talented singer, actor, and entertainer. He started his career at just 16 years old after winning a talent contest on Arthur Godfrey's TV show, which led to a recording contract with King Records. Steve went on to work with Steve Allen on his local New York City late-night show, and later on NBC's The Tonight Show. In his personal life, Steve married Heidi Gorm in 1957, and they had 2 sons, David and Michael. Tragically, Michael passed away suddenly in 1986 due to an undiagnosed heart condition, and Heidi passed away in 2013. Steve announced he had early-stage Alzheimer's disease in 2019 and sadly passed away on March 7, 2024, at the age of 88. Throughout his career, Steve received numerous awards and nominations, including a Tony Award nomination, Emmy Award nominations, and a Grammy Award win with Heidi Gorm. He also received Lifetime Achievement Awards from the Songwriters Hall of Fame and Society of Singers. Number 4. Emmett Walsh. A character actor, Emmett Walsh performed in more than 200 films and television series over his career. Blade Runner, Blood Simple, and Raising Arizona were just some of the films in which he appeared and became famous for his parts. He has appeared in a number of television shows, including Home Improvement and Starsky and Hutch, among others. It was Walsh's charismatic portrayal of the average citizen that made him so popular. He frequently portrayed the role of good old guys with ill intentions, and he was described as having a heavy set and a ham-faced appearance. Unfortunately, Emmett Walsh passed away on March 19th at the age of 88 due to cardiac arrest. His passing was a great loss. Through his broad body of work, he will continue to leave behind a legacy as a great and well-liked character actor. Number 3. Bernard Hill. As part of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the English actor Bernard Hill, who played the role of King Theoden, King of Rohan, passed away on May 5th. His age was 79. Hill had a great career that spanned several decades and spanned the entire world. The British drama The Black Stuff, which was released in 1980, and its sequel, Boys from the Black Stuff, which was released in 1982, brought him his first attention for his performance as Ulcer Hughes, a tormented working-class man. As a result of his performance in the latter role, he was nominated for the BAFTA TV Award for Best Actor. Hill appeared in 2 huge blockbuster films, and audiences all around the world were familiar with him for his performances in those flicks. His roles in the epic fantasy trilogy The Lord of the Rings, in which he played the courageous King Theoden of Rohan, and in the tragedy picture Titanic, in which he played Captain Edward Smith, who perished along with the ship, showcased his versatility. Among the many notable parts that Hill has played, here are just a few examples. The work that he did in the film A Very Social Secretary, which was released in 2005, earned him nominations for both the British Academy of Film and Television Arts and the International Emmy Award. Hill was a well-respected actor who would be severely missed by his colleagues, as well as his devoted followers. Number 2. Bill Hayes. At the age of 98, the cherished actor who enchanted viewers of Days of Our Lives for more than half a century died away on January 12, 2024. When Hayes first started out, he was a vocalist. There was a period in the mid-1950s when his song, The Ballad of Davy Crockett, was #1 on Billboard. But acting quickly piqued his interest, and he went on to star in roles on theater and screen. Hayes got the part that would make him famous in 1970. Daytime drama star Doug Williams was the one. From his humble beginnings as a former singer-turned-convict, Doug won over viewers with his affable character and their rocky on-again, off-again romance. Bill and Susan's real-life marriage happened 4 years after their fictional wedding, further cementing their connection in real life as well as on screen. During his career, Hayes appeared in a number of films and television productions in addition to Days of Our Lives. His unwavering commitment to Days of Our Lives and Doug Williams, nevertheless, never wavered. They were beloved by audiences of all ages due to their indisputable chemistry with Susan C. Forth Hayes. Number 1. Joyce Randolph. The legendary sitcom The Honeymooners veteran actress Joyce Randolph, who won fans' hearts as witty Trixie Norton, gently passed away on January 13, 2024, at the age of 99. She passed away peacefully at her Upper West Side Manhattan home. Randolph had a remarkable 7-decade career after being born in 1924. She began her acting career as Trixie Norton. Art Carney's portrayal of Ed Norton's the dim-witted spouse, wife Trixie in The Honeymooners, was spot on. The Honeymooners made a lasting impression on television history, despite their brief run. The role that Randolph played as Trixie was a major factor in the show's long-lasting appeal. Her portrayal of the character has endured as a cultural touchstone long after the series ended. After her role in The Honeymooners ended, Randolph kept busy acting in a number of films and TV shows. To prove her versatility as a performer, she was never afraid to return to the stage. Upon the deaths of her co-stars from The Honeymooners, she astonishingly became the sole remaining primary cast member. A moment of silence for the souls that have departed. That's all for now. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Till next time.